Jeez. I have to keep all this in. Oh, jeez. We're even gonna X out M on this one. We got spooky. Why? Why are we spooky? Happy Halloween to everybody.
Happy Halloween.
There it is. I was waiting for that to come on. And today, we're cracking open a semi-new bottle of 1792 Bottled in Bond.
Mike, Tom.
I was going to do it when we came back. But that's all right.
All right.
My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And I think he already said that. I'm going to see if I want to leave it in so we just look like dopes, because why not? So we're doing this today. Happy Halloween. And a
Happy Halloween.
huge thanks to super fan of the channel, Steve, who came over the other day and dropped off yet another bottle that he had purchased. It's semi-pre-open because we might have sampled it when he was here just to see what we thought about it. But this, I did, yes. So it's a Bottled in Bond product. So 1792 Bottled in Bond, owned by Sazerac Company. It's distilled at the Barton 1792 distillery. They only do one batch of this a year, each fall. Beginning in 2017, they've been doing it. So it's a hard find. He did pay MSRP. In theory, it was $36. I did not write it down. I think he paid somewhere in a general range of $45. But it is what it is. It is definitely a limited release. They don't have a mash bill, but they do claim that it's a high rye bourbon. And with the Bottle and Bond rules, for those of you that may not be 100% familiar with it, there's like 14 rules and I don't know them. But I do know that it has to be at least 4 years. It has to be 100 proof. It has to be distilled in the same, like in one season, in the same distillery. There's a lot of rules. You can look it up online. And there's just a lot of different, that one was full. A lot of different rules that go with it. We've had plenty of Bottled in Bonds, but I'll have to get a card one day because I think there is like 14 rules. And it was brought into effect because, you know, people were just throwing all kinds of stuff, nasty stuff in their whiskey to give it flavor and color. And this was government regulated so that, you know, you knew if you bought a Bottled in Bond back in the day, it shouldn't be poisoned. It should be actually legit. Now, much like the 1792 small batch and the 1792 full proof that we did have, has a very nice nose. It has a you know, the traditional bourbon-esque noses. Yeah. It's really, you know, you get in the caramels, the brown sugars, like a little happy vanilla.
I even had a little bit of a nut when I just took a sip.
It's funny you say that because when I was sampling it last night, I was like, you know what? It almost smells like someone dipped a pecan in my thing. Like it did have a little bit of when.
It's tasty.
It's very good. It's very good. Now, I guess we can cut right to the chase, and if you wanted to compare, my only thing with it is, I wish they did something other than Bottle and Bond because small batch is like 93.7 proof. If you know what I mean, I want to say it's something because I did it. We had it last night, and I think when I read it off to him. So you're so close. If that's 93.7, hopefully you guys can see it's good enough. We wanted to do something for Halloween, so we took.
You can see how fat it is.
Yeah, I figured you'd be able to see.
93.7.
Yeah, so it's 93.7. This is 100 proof. So you're talking, you know, 6.
We always have to see if you can feel the heat a little bit. You get a little bit of a heat out of this.
No, that's why I mentioned it while you're sitting there before I drink all Steve's and we have to re-pour again. But we, you know,
silly him for trusting us.
You know, we've done actually very good considering some of our pours get a little bit crazy. But with that, Steve and I did this last night, and
it's tasty.
I'm going to let you come to your consensus before we came to ours. But even this one, I remember when we first did this one, I remember saying, wow, that is really good. Like, the problem we had with it was, wow, that just goes right down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was super tasty, but it was just like, super drinkable. Like I think we drank a quarter of a bottle when we were doing a review because it was just like refill. 'Cause it just was super.
The nose is on fire.
No. The thing, and I said this, we started with the small batch, so it sat in a glass a little bit more. And this one, to me, when we did it last night, I'm gonna see if it does it again today, was slightly different than the nose when I had.
Color's pretty close.
Yeah, well, it's kind of dark in here. It is. Everything about it is pretty close. Full disclosure, we might have even thrown in the foolproof when we were doing ours, but when me and Steve were doing it. Which brings a lot darker. A lot more.
Well, I know where you're going because what was the price of that one?
So I believe this one was $27.99 is what I bought it for. I think you can actually get it cheaper than that even, but we got it for $27.99. He got this for $45.
I don't know if this is gonna rock your world different, like you're saying. I'm almost thinking save yourself some pretty good money.
I mean, it's nice because it's limited edition, and if
Does
you
it
just
look
score
cool?
yourself
You got
one,
the
you have
yellow,
the extra one.
What's the green or black, and
And then you have
tan,
the red.
red.
Yeah, the maroonish.
Maroon.
So, to fulfill your collection, is it worth it? Yes. You pay $45 for this, or we paid $45 for the 120 proof, full proof. Gotta have it. I gotta give it to that. And and that's kind of what we said. Steve's like, it's the money in it. I go, this is delicious.
Oh, it is
and
very
for
good.
him, who he's just dipping his toe into the world of whiskey, he prefers this proof. Actually, I think
He probably prefers
I think
it,
he
I was
really
gonna
liked
say,
this one
yeah.
too. You know what I mean? Like he liked these. But even with the 120, he goes, wow, that doesn't drink that way. And it doesn't. It's super smooth. It gives, yeah.
No, or better.
Yeah.
So I mean,
And-
if you do prefer the mellow side, absolutely. And then they're pretty close. This may give you a little more of a.
I thought it was a little fruitier last night.
See,
I'm not getting as much fruit today,
See, I'm getting more nut.
but it was a fresh crack when we cracked it the other day. Whenever it was.
The nose in that one's changing on me.
No, so it was a fresh
I
crack
might even
the other
get
day.
fruit
So
out of that one.
I was
I'm
getting
getting nuts
that
out of this one.
Yeah.
They're both very good.
They're very similar.
And
they're so close. I mean, you're pulling hairs trying to figure out which one is.
For that money, we would get that one.
Well, for $45, get to 120 proof, and if you don't want the proof, drop an ice cube in it, or throw in a couple drops of water, and you can bring it down to 100. You know what I mean? There is equations that'll tell you exactly how many drops of water you need on a 1 ounce.
And we
pour.
forget about that because we don't do it. But
no,
that's a good
and
point.
then you just so if you're gonna pay $45, that's
So one day,
$45.
if you want the heat, you can leave it that way, and then you want to bring it down to that, you can bring it down to that.
Drop an ice cube in there, and it'll
Or you
go right
turn
there.
it into
Or
this.
yeah, you know what I mean. So to me, if I'm going to pay the $45, I mean it would be neat to round out. If you got all the collection of all of them.
Yeah, not many people do that though.
I understand. No, well, no. I'd be curious if you have a collection of your own. Leave it. Just leave a comment. Yes, I have
I'm
one. No, I
thinking
don't.
most people might have 2 or 3 that they like and they switch off per se.
Right.
Maybe.
Right.
They're not gonna do this.
Not this per se, but even before, when I was drinking whiskey, I would buy a handle, drink a handle, and you know what I mean. And literally, I might have 3, but it would all the same.
For the
I wouldn't.
price,
I wouldn't.
That's a lot of
go-
money just sitting there.
Oh no! Right.
So
Yep.
it's one of them. I would probably find my favorite 3 or 4 are a rye and a couple of bourbons and maybe the whiskey.
Right.
And
right,
then
right.
and then.
Like Reddit did. What's your top 5? So you have one for company, one for this, one for that. What's
Yeah,
your
and
daily
then,
drinker?
try to have a scotch.
And then change your
'cause
daily drinker here and there if you want it.
Grandpa Joe likes scotch.
Right.
Have a scotch, and then, or you got
Just
an
don't
Irish
invite
buddy,
your Grandpa Joe over and you're all set.
and you got to bring in an Irish, and you got
Yeah.
one of them.
No, I hear you. I mean, I never imagined
It's still gonna add up.
I never imagined I was going to do this
Yeah, me
either.
either.
It was just one of them.
And as you've seen in the very, very beginning, I was not here. 'Cause
Nope.
I was like, nope.
Not going to do it.
not
Like you
gonna
said,
do
we're
it.
not going to do it. It really is an addiction, though. But it's actually
It's both.
It's still amazing to me that out of all of these whiskeys, they are so different.
They are so different.
Do you know what I mean? Like
No,
the
I
fact that
know
we
it.
can even tell one apart from another is crazy because we are 100% noobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Novice, that's it. We are far from whiskey.
I will say the nose in this one is superior to this one right now, for me.
It brings a little more to the table, but it is another 7 proof. But
Again,
it does,
if we bring
yes,
this one down,
it's going to smash it.
Right.
It did. It did.
So, I like that theory.
Yeah.
Get the proof, same or less money, and bring it to your liking for the day or night.
If you are like, I only like 100 and below, then I could see spending the money for this. Would I buy 2 of the other one instead? It's not a lot of difference. You know what I'm saying? Or, we even broke down, Steve was here for a little while, but we even broke down Evan Williams and we compared it. And
It had to have a different flavor, no?
it did, but it wasn't that much. It wasn't that. This is like a really, this was smoother. You know what I mean? Like,
can
because
see
Evan
that.
Williams is a
'Cause
little more
it's
aggressive.
It's even more. It's more smoother, yeah. Because the Fighting Cock has that little rough edge. to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's how Evan Williams is good. Gives you a lot of flavor, but it's a little angry on the way down. You know what I mean? Where this one definitely drinks nicer.
It does.
But flavor-wise, it wasn't that far off. And that you can buy 3 bottles of that for the price you pay to this. You know what I mean? So depending what you're looking for, bang for your buck. It's very good.
This is a cuter sell.
If you would have bought this at
company's
36,
coming
if
over.
you would have bought this at $36 though, what it's supposed to be, then it's not bad. For the 100 proof.
Lately, you and I have not had that much luck in this state.
And I haven't seen.
I have
this.
not either.
I have not seen this. And in fact, I was
It's
just
either
at
two.
one the other day, and I had both of them were there, and I looked to see if this was there, and it was not there. So again, it only comes out in the fall, and it comes out once a year. So however much goes to whatever place, and then it's gone. You know what I mean? So it's good find on his part.
It's super fine.
Unfortunately.
Not
It's
unfortunately.
not.
good.
Yeah, it's really not. Is it worth the $45? It sure is. It's delicious.
It is.
Can you probably find cheaper? Maybe, but if this is what you like, it's worth it all day long.
right up
This
in
is
the-
a very good.
It's
a very good.
an easy drinker. No, there's really no harshness to this.
Mm-mm.
So, again, your taste palette,
It has a nice little nutty flavor in there. Like you do get that a little bit of the oak. Everything about the thing is actually it's really good. It really is. It's actually all of this is good. The only thing he said though is, would you be able to pick it out in a blind? And I said no. You know why? Because it tastes like it could be any of them. You know what I mean? Like it could be.
We fall
a
back
handful.
to any of our easier drinks.
I said if we
because Woodford be.
It's got that traditional bourbon flavor, so
It does.
it could be a lot of them. So would we pick it out of a crowd? No, there's nothing that really jumps out at you. You know what I mean? That makes it distinct.
It's back to
What would be on our top shelf when we first started? You know what I mean? Like it would be any one of them. You know what I mean?
I could even because you could drop back even to an Old Forester because I'm getting that nut on that as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get a piece of the oak in that one, but you get. Jeez.
Is this a real cork?
No, I don't think so. I don't know what the fuck that was.
It is a real cork.
Is it? Yeah. I can't tell.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it is. I just ate a piece of it. So. Nom, nom, nom. So, overall, it's very good. And Steve, we went through this all last night while we were doing it, and I said, I don't know how much we're going to give the rave reviews on it because of the price, but back to spooky, though. I can't believe it's Halloween. We don't even have any candy out here. What are you doing? Where's the chocolate? We should have had some chocolate to go with it. We could have paired it with a Reese's peanut butter cup or something. Next year. We'll plan ahead next year.
We had this much thought.
Yeah, look, we're here. We're here for you.
We got some banana things over there.
If you hear the ding dong, it's the kids looking for candy. We're not giving it to them. We're very busy up here. We don't got time for that.
It's really not dark enough for it.
No. Nowadays, though, they're going to be in by dark anyways. The kids, they just barely make it. What is it?
No.
They cut it off at like 7 o'clock now. It's like 5 to 7.
5 to 8, I think, in our town.
I think it's 5 to 7 here. We always leave anyways.
We
We're
get
never home.
We get like whopping 5 or 10 kids now anyway.
My town.
At one point,
they
we,
all
we
go on
had
this
like
one street.
we had 40. Well,
Yeah,
that was like
they
us
have-
when we were
yeah.
growing up.
They all have this one street, and the cops lock it off. You can't even drive down it, and there's like 3 million people. Everybody goes there, and half of them.
How much
all-
does it suck for that?
And,
Those
those are the people
They
that
probably-
like,
they
they
probably
love.
love it. Yeah, yeah.
How they're dressing up. They're passing out the big candy bars. You know what I mean? And it's just they're loving it. You know, they're spending like hundreds and hundreds of dollars on candy, and me, I'd be in the house hiding under the couch, like, go away! No one's home! You see the light on? Leave me alone! Get off of my lawn! There's a reference. I love them one. Once the house, that was great. So, all right, well, there you go. We'll go over there. Happy Halloween to everybody.
Happy Halloween. Kids, go have fun.
Steve, thank you very much for your donation here. We'll actually give you some back if you hurry over here, because this is actually, it is very crushable. It's very drinkable. It is actually very, and we've said that about all of them, but even he said, he's like, ooh, that one, he's like, I don't know if I want to try the 120. I'm like, you know what? I said, let me give you a smidge. He's like, oh, no, that's really good. I'm like, it is. It doesn't drink hot.
Especially in this case, that is probably the way to go.
And that's what I kind of told him. I said, to me, because we like the proof, but then if you don't, you drop an ice cube in it, or you hit it with a few drops of water, and then
we have really not done anything chilled.
No.
Well, other than the twisted tea the other day, that was out of the can that we had.
It was
chilled.
cold, right?
Which was very good.
You know why? I grew accustomed to this.
No,
You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
Because it does. I agree with you. The stones give me a weird taste sometimes. Like sometimes you get like that.
And it doesn't chill it.
No,
as
it
much
doesn't
as-
make it cold.
It really doesn't make it cold. I almost rather freeze the glass and then do it that way.
And drinking out of these glasses too, then you can't even put like a. They say
yeah,
doing
yeah.
like an ice ball so that way it doesn't melt as
We
fast.
have them, but we still haven't done it.
No, right. But the thing is you
haven't
couldn't. You
eaten
wouldn't
that.
use this glass. You'd
No.
have to get the big Magombo
Right,
glass,
right.
and then again, I drink it so fast I don't have time to
Well,
cool
it
off
would be-
anyways. But
I guess if we decide with the Sunday Fun Day and we're gonna do those whatever pre-made shit, we can maybe
do
make
it on
ice
an
cubes.
ice cube. Well, I have ice cubes. I just don't have the big ice balls.
It's not the official ones.
No, it is not. I do have the ice ball makers somewhere.
Yes,
in
someone
my
got it for you
house.
for a gift.
Like they are somewhere.
Oh, we'll see how much you like my gift.
Let me dig that out of the trash. It's in the liquor cabinet downstairs. So, all right.
Look at cabinet downstairs. What's in there?
Well, that
A wine?
I don't have water up here. I would have to get no. There's other stuff in there.
We got a different Santa sack I haven't seen.
There's no whiskey down there. But there,
Oh, no.
it was, no, it's
Maybe
all-
we should
all
do
the
those
other
on
stuff, all
like
the
Sunday
other
Fun
stuff.
Days.
What's that?
I don't know.
I've been waiting for
Let's-
suggestions.
What if we did like gin for a Sunday Fun Day?
Who the hell wants to drink gin?
Just because. Well, because
I got a
Hey,
juniper
look-
tree out front.
look-
Go take a bite
no,
of it, and you
no,
had
no,
yourself
think
some
about it.
delicious gin.
So there's a lot of women that like different things. Maybe we should try.
Why's it always got to be the women?
Well,
I played
actually, that's actually a good point because I actually had
it's a
I
lot
have,
of-
I
know
have
a lot
a
of
good
my-
friend that loves gin and
A
tonic.
lot of my friends don't like whiskey at all, but they will drink. A lot of my friends don't even drink. Ironically, I unfriend you. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this
It was I don't know. It was just throwing that idea. Never mind. This has gone long enough.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So-
Steve.
So there you go.
Happy Halloween to all.
Leave suggestions down below so I don't have to drink gin, please. Can you say on what you'd like to see on Sunday Monday? That being said, thank you very much. This is very good. If you do happen to see it, it is unique. It's once a year, so get it if you want. Just know it's a little pricey, and there's other stuff that's just as good. But that being said, spend less, drink more. Cheers. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.